how to set up your Metatrader for Workspace. So if we get to that Metatrader platform that we just set up, we only have one window over here, and that's the window where we have that authentication part. The part that I like to add here, just because we need that authentication always on, just to be able to load that all our indicators, I like to have our face scanner. So just dragging that part to the chart. I'll leave everything by default. The only part I will change here, if it's not there for you, would be this part, and the template name I would call the ND10X. Everything else I can leave as a default and click OK. Once everything is there, I have my scanner over here. Check if everything is working fine. I'll just click here to load one chart, and I can see that more or less everything is there and working. Now, it all depends on what type of a trader you are. You are going to select either 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 day. Just click here, select what kind of the phases you are looking to trade. So for a day trading, 1 hour is more than enough. For a swing trading, 4 hours is perfect, or go to the daily. Just click on the button and that's all. The next part that I really think is necessary to have would be that risk desk. So let's just go. So we don't need anything. What I would do again would go with that idea of making everything black, because we don't need to see the price action and other parts. Let's make it smaller since we don't need a large window. Click the ND10X risk desk, drag it here. And here the parts that we need to make sure they are selected would be allow live trading. So to allow the risk desk to take control of our trades and allow DLL imports. After that, on the risk desk settings, the part we need to change here according to what we shown in the videos of best risk for swing trading and a day trading. Since I want to day trade and we are at the beginning, so I would type 0.50% for risk per trade. For risk per day would be 1.5%. For risk per week would be 3%, and risk per month 7%. Now, since I'm day trading, I'll leave close all at the end of a day to true. So at the end of each trading day, all my positions will be closed automatically. If you're swing trading, you need to double click and move this and this part to false. Everything else is fine, but let's leave it and click OK. And our risk desk is working. And yeah, I forgot to close that trade that we tried. Now, if you want to close and use the risk desk to close everything, you can click here to C50 to close half of a trade, or close everything over here. And everything is here. Everything, this part you don't need to see. You can put it down if you want, just because it's working. But I really want you to have it running, just because it's going to be a necessary tool to help you to protect yourself from making any bad mistake that can cost you a lot of your money. So I really want you to have the ND10X risk desk open all the time. So more or less, we don't need anything else, just because everything else is automated. So I can load all the pairs that I want to trade, and that's all I want to do. Like, I can start working my way for setting up the next trade. everything else is here. Just make sure that this part is there. Also, what I like to do, just because it can be crowded, I like to save it. Like we already make that Andy 10x template, but we can make another template. Main. So every day you go to the main and you can create another template. Let's say we have 2. Work template. And every day, if you need a template that's going to get to the beginning, so only have the important parts on, you load it here. So let's say we load a few things and you're done with the day. You can just always go back to the fresh thing. But the role is the only thing that you really need to do. Also, the part I want you to have set up here for me, like we said, enable news is something that I turn off. After that, this part of the charts. In terms of the charts, if you have a slower PC or you want to run our system on a VPS, I strongly suggest you change this to a 2000. It's because it's going to help you to load the data much faster and won't take too much memory. Then in the EA settings, I like to have allow automated trading on. I like to uncheck this and this part and allow DLL imports to be on. Then inside of the notifications, I like to have my push notifications on and connected to my phone. You should change this to your Metatrader ID that you will get by checking your Metatrader 4 app on the iPhone or any Android phone. And this is the more or less all thing I change. Everything else is going to be default. So just make sure you have that risk desk open all the time. You have the authentication. If you want, you can create a few templates like here and create that risk task template. And this one, if you want, like face scan. So in case you do something, let's say you close this, you simply load any chart, go to the template, go to the risk task, or in this case, a face scan, and it's going to load everything up for you. But overall, that's all. Now you have a clean workspace in front of you. You just need to focus on trading. Good luck and trade well.